So in this case, we have uploaded the separator conditions and rates over time. So we need to convert these to stock tank rates. To do that, we simply go to the production data diagnostics plot or tab right here in the navigation panel. We can click the separator oil shrinkage. And when we click Run Now, what will happen is that there will be a pop-up box asking us to either add the sampling data for this well or use just the one fluid definition that we got provided initially when we were doing that calculation. If you have multiple sampling points over time, you can add these sampling points depending on what data you have available versus time and the associated date. But in this example, we'll just keep it simple. Click Run. And then we get this one, missing sampling data. So to run production diagnostics, you must at least have one entry of sampling data. So either you add them manually if you have a lot of that data, or you just use the fluid definition that we predicted in a previous video. And in this case, we're just going to click Use Fluid Definition, and we're now calculating this data. And actually what we're doing is we're using these compositional or the rates and the associated separator conditions every single day to predict the compositions. And then from these compositions, we're then on a daily basis calculating separator oil shrinkage, and are converting these rates actually to stock tank conditions. And that's what we're seeing right here. So here we see the shrinkage factors is changing over time. It starts at 0.9 and goes up. Not a very large change over time, but for a lot of wells, you can see changes that are up to, from 0.6 to 0.8 in the scope of history. So it's definitely important to account for.